name's Dennis.
E aí pessoal, como é que vocês
I
estão?
served our
Beleza?
leman for 30 years as
Vamos
horsemaster.
continuar aqui nossa saga
I hear your
Dragão
Inquisition
Age.
looking for
Simbora
maps.
fazer a missão aqui.
It is. Can you help us?
Not at the moment. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
If you have a problem with me personally, I'd like to know about it.
What? No, I've got no bad blood with free marchers. Maker, I had kin flee to Kirkle when the last blight tore this land apart. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you what they need. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plow neck they gave you. The chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
Entendeu? Vamos lá. Pô, tem um diamantezinho aqui do lado também. Raiz élfica.
I heard what my man said. If you want our horses, then we need our farmers back safe in their fields. Since the breach appeared, the wolves have gone mad. They come after our men like beasts with the water sickness. You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
The wolves should be back to normal now. They shouldn't be any further trouble.
That's good to hear. I'll send word to the farmers and let my husband know what you've done. It may not seem like much, but you've given this land hope it desperately needed. Thank you.
Bem, onde poder. Mas tem um negócio aqui também, ó. Me completou a missão sem nem saber, hein, pessoal. Aquela dos
You know what
lobos.
I like about you, Chuckles? Your boundless optimism.
It's comforting that whatever qualities I lack, you'll invent for me, Varric.
No, really. Why else would an elven apostate
Mãos
help raise a
habilidosas.
champion who a hole in the sky?
When you put it like that, I must concede your point.
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Farewell.
Aí, vamos resolver os problemas do mundo todo. Tem agora alguma coisa aqui também. Alguém para conversar aqui, ou já é o cavalo. Olha os drúfelos ali. Olha, esses são nível 4. Acho que dá pra tentar matar.
Fancy trying out one of my courses?
What kind of racing are you talking about?
I set up a course over there with stakes in the ground. It's too narrow to race directly, so I time it with a sandglass. You try to ride the course before I call time.
I'll try one of your courses.
Wonderful. Get your horse and I'll set up the stakes. You make time, I'll throw in some of the dress money Father gave me. Consider it a donation to the Inquisition.
Nada aqui. Olha, que deu vontade de matar os drúfelos. Nível 4, nível 4. Acho que a gente consegue matar eles. Vamos fazer o cavalo aqui primeiro. Nesse cavalo aqui não. O outro que tá selado ali, ó. Pressione L3 para galopar, pressione B para desmontar. Beleza. Que coisa emocionante, pessoal. Eu tô passando no lugar errado. Eu falei. merda. Cadê de novo? Olha que ainda fica aberto, ó.
The last course is still set. If you'd like to try again.
Beleza. Pra mim o cavalo tá a mesma coisa se estivesse andando. Mas, né, isso tem diferença. Cara, eu reclamava do... Como é que é o nome? Qual é o nome do jogo, velho? Do Ghost of Tsushima, mas esse cavalo aqui é pior ainda. Mesmo o de lá era mais rápido.
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Eu não.
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away.
O machadão já acendeu. Martelão. Ah, pessoal, isso aí no martelo é um dente de dragão. Vai dizer que o cavalo ficou cansado.
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Set up the next course.
Great.
Não vai
Go
acabar
get
não.
mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away.
Cadê o cavalo? Acho que depois desse acaba, não é possível. Tem uma parada aqui, ó. Uma caveirinha. Sem sacanagem, eu já perdi toda a vontade de jogar só de ter que ficar fazendo essa porrinha aqui do cavalo. Cadê a mulher? Gente, que trabalho, né?
You've mastered every course I set up.
Beleza. Só pra gente terminar a merda, vamos tentar matar o Drúfalo. Vamos ver se tem um separado aqui. Tá chamando o cavalo aqui pra gente guiar um. A gente separa um do rebanho e tenta matar ele. Nem adianta aqui. O cavalo não serve pra nada. Vai. Bora. Vem. Vamos lá. Matamos um. Claro que mata um R1. Puta merda. Eu cago no pau.
You joined the Inquisition when Seeker Pendergast questioned you.
He was very insistent that I help.
Tomei a peia.
What's interesting?
It's surprising that an elven apostate is the one who joined the Inquisition voluntarily.
Que bugado. Ocularium.
And for what purpose?
Cara, esse esquema do Ocularium é chatinho, velho. Os oculários podem localizar fragmentos no mundo. Quando um oculário não é mais capaz de ver nenhum fragmento, ele para de brilhar.
The skull illuminates certain objects in the distance. I am not familiar with such magic.
Of course, it had to be a skull that lights up creepy shit.
falta só mais um. Belezinha. Beleza, foi avistado, e agora? Só a raiz élfica aqui. Não sobe. Vamos dar uma olhada aqui nas missões. Não vai não. Quase. Fabricação, criatura, grupo, história. Quero de missão aqui. As terras distantes. Vamos entrar nessa casa aqui, ver se tem alguma coisa. Tá, bonzinho.
That's what the skull helped you find? Right. Not ominous at all.
Entendeu? Tem mais aí, né? Pra gente buscar. Deixa eu falar aqui. A mulher tá aqui. Pega mais uma raiz élfica. Tem alguma interação com a...
I appreciate you driving those wolves away.
Tá bom. Cadê o cara? Não tá mais aqui não.
Elena says you got rid of those demon-cursed wolves. Should be safer for our farmers now.
The refugees down at the crossroads could use your help.
Right now, any food I give those luckless bastards might as well go to the rebel mages or bandits. Talk to my man Bron. He'll tell you what those folks need to protect themselves. Once that's done, I'll give as I can. I've no problem with charity, long as it's not wasted.
What can you tell me about the wilderness around here?
Got some old ruins in the forest, from long before any king of Ferelden. The lakes are pretty, though when the weather's odd, you hear tell of spirits. Beyond that, my daughter Sienna set up a track just over there. Fool girl likes to race the horses.
You said you were once Arl Eamon's stablemaster.
Master of the mounts. Fereldans don't appreciate horses like they do in Orlais, but they knew my name in Val Royeaux. My horse could sing less and carried a man longer than any of those fancy.
A gente tem que ir lá, nesse lugar aí que a gente encontra a maga, a
and I'll
vizinha.
make sure your Inquisition is riding right.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
Beleza. Vamos lá. Aqui, mapa mundi. O Empório Negro. assistindo o diálogo aqui, ó. Cassandra.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
I was born in Ostwick, and that's where most of my family is.
The Trevellians, is it? A large clan with a rather clever coat of arms. Tell me, do you consider the Free Marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Is there any harm in us becoming a little closer?
Gadão.
Plenty.
Só para liberar umas missões.
Is that right?
Ela desaprova.
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lord.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentecosts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentecosts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
You don't seem to like your homeland.
Acaba nunca o
My
diálogo,
family
hein?
polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a mortale Tarsi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Your uncle was a Mortalatasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The mortale Tarsi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Navarrans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
So you were the right hand to the Divine.
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
But what does a right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought you could really change them?
Interminável, cara.
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
So what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
You're stalling.
To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
Última gadeada. Aí.
You know that?
No, I do not know that. I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
I'll let you get back to work.
Aí acabou. Ali no cavalo. Os dabulos. Será que tem algum? Tadinha. Eu tinha alguma coisa ali, tem um diamantinho ali, ó. Vamos ver. É o... Vai lá com doido. Que bom.
It's not exactly what I'm used to.
Too used to sparkly dress armors, your lordship? World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece,
tá.
pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of
Sacanagem.
you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure.
Tem mais alguma coisa aqui. Mais um. Enfim, não vou fazer isso agora não.
Another time, then.
Vamos entrar lá. Tinha até que dar uma analisada nos meus itens. Tem alguma coisa ali, ó. Metal. O vídeo vai ficar com 1 hora se eu sair pra procurar as coisas.
We've got scattered reports of vindo sightings in the hinterlands.
When will you be able to get us the craft?
No, my lord, I don't know where the other nobles are. I suggest you ask Ambassador Montillier. Oh, you're him. Thrin, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site, maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Só vou ir ali. Que eu acho que tem.
Are we going to have new verses in the Chant of Light now?
Ah, pessoal, não achei não. Vou subir ali e vou seguir. Depois eu procuro. Porque tem um local aqui que tem que ir. Tem um local aqui que tem que ir pra melhorar o esquema da bancada de porções.
How fares your quest to seal the breach?
É, a mulher já tá aí.
I'm doing everything within my power.
A task such as closing the breach is a heavy burden. I hope you do not carry it alone. We remember Andraste, but Andraste did not carry the Chant of Light alone. She had generals, advisors, even her husband for a time. Do everything within your power, but remember those who would help you.
I appreciate your insight, Mother Giselle.
Take it for whatever it is worth. You walk a difficult path, and there is little enough I can do to aid you. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Farewell.
Make her go.
Vamos agilizar aqui. Vamos ali ver se a gente consegue upar alguma coisa. Vai abrir até
The
cutscene.
Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
Ah, cara,
This is
desse.
an inopportune time.
Okay.
More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Sir Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis d'Aurelian, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelian lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
Demons are pouring from the sky, and you're worried about land claims.
Haven is the d'Aurelian's rightful property.
Has Empress
Eu quero
Selene
matar esse
officially
filho da
acknowledged
puta.
your possession of Haven? I was unaware Her Imperial Majesty had conferred with Ferendon's monarchs on this matter.
The Empress has not yet had the opportunity to do so.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Cusão do caralho.
Let's hope his arrogance doesn't return.
Even should he leave, the Marquis will share his thoughts on us upon his return to Valoroyo. Every guest we receive, and we will receive them, will spread the Inquisition's story. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
I'm glad for your help. I have a feeling the Inquisition's going to need it.
I do believe you are correct. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
That will help. If you find anything, please bring it in. You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it. Please tell me if you find something. You've brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
You said you were a mage?
No, just an apprentice. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures. At the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
I'll speak with you later.
Thank you again for what you've brought back.
When there was no sky.
Eu jurava que isso aqui ia ser o quarto dele. Eu precisava de um baú para guardar as coisas. Vou entrar aqui. Vamos lá. Aqui acho que tem. Opa.
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Vamos ver se tem mais. 8, cara. É foda. Poder 3. Bem, análises. Cervo vermelho. Rapaz, ganhando só cavalo. Investiga os fragmentos. Vamos sair aqui, vamos ver esses cavalos e a gente encerra. Eu vou ter que ir na mesa para pegar. Vamos lá ver. Sacanagem, tem que ficar igual um palhaço pra cima e pra baixo.
Have you had any trouble with them?
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes.
Empório Negro. Vingança de Varric. Por enquanto tem só esse aí. Desse lado tem esse aqui que precisa do poder. Então já era, vamos lá no cavalo para encerrar.
With passionate breath does the darkness creep. It is the whisper in the night.
Ver aqui, cavalos. Blindado da Inquisição.
You think that'll make a difference?
Cerro Vermelho.
Master Dennett's horses in the hinterlands are faster and stronger than anything we've got here.
Exóticos. Um cavalo ativo tornando-se pelo destino.
A good horse can make all
Gostei desse.
The mare I grew up with saved my
Isso aí me lembra aquele bicho do Harry Potter.
Feels silly, more than horse.
Então é isso, pessoal. Muito obrigado pela audiência. Fiquem bem, se inscrevam no canal. E até a próxima. Falou!